Poland, Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia have called on the European Union to build a defense line along the border with Russia and Belarus to protect themselves from threat from Putin and Lukashenko regimes. In a letter to EU leadership, the leaders of the four countries said that the project is designed to protect the 27 member states of the European Union with a population of 450 million people.
Building a defense infrastructure system along the EU external border with Russia and Belarus will address the dire and urgent need to secure the EU from military and hybrid threats, from Reuters publication.
The construction of 700-kilometer defense line along the border would require significant funding. Some European diplomats have established that €2.5 billion are needed.
Я думаю, що зараз, коли
I think that now, when everybody in Europe is realizing that all these threats are real, the Baltic states think that this is just the optimal moment to raise this issue with the whole European Union in order to get the appropriate funding for the implementation of this project.
In order to prepare the civilian population for a possible military conflict with Russia, the Polish armed forces have launched a program called Vacation with the Army, the Associated Press reported. The main goal is to train new recruits for the Polish army. Now there are about 198,000 servicemen in it. The paid training will be available for those from 18 to 35 years old. It lasts 28 days. After that, the recruits can leave for the reserve or continue to serve in the defense forces. All European NATO countries feel the shortage of military personnel. In fact, in case of war with the Russian Federation, Europe will be able to send no more than 300,000 people to the front. Also, the total number of military personnel is almost 2 million.
в усіх арміях НАТО фактично нестача військовослужбовців.
In all NATO armies, there is actually a shortage of servicemen, and it is quite difficult to make up for it, while again there is not much prestige and the feeling of having to defend the homeland in modern Europeans.
In order to effectively counter provocations from the territory of Belarus, Poland will set up special guards unit to protect the border.
We faced a situation of a threat to state security posed by illegal migration on the Belarusian-Polish border. We quickly realized where there are weak points and will strengthen them in the near future. Czesław Mroczek, Poland's Deputy Interior Minister, from the PAP publication.
Russia's hybrid attacks have affected all EU countries. Finnish Foreign Minister Elina Valtonen has said,
countries like Finland, where Russia is instrumentalizing migration against our border, and essentially trying to achieve the same also by causing havoc and coups in Africa, for instance, in the Sahel region. So what this means is that there is no observer status in Europe anymore to Russia's aggression. We are all victims of Russia's aggression.
The American Institute for the Study of War admits that the Russian Federation may decide to engage in a large-scale armed conflict with NATO much sooner than the West predicts. According to analysts, Putin's plans are indicated by three factors at once: Russia's financial, economic and military performances. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Yulia Bil, UATV News.